What's up, everybody? Welcome to another game of Shamus Live. I'm your host, Shamus Live. If it's your life, then I'm so tired of saying that. Because either way, it's never going to be my rules anyways. It's everyone else controls my... I forget. If it's your life, then it's your rules. Proud to get a Shameless way. I'm here playing Pyschonauts. I played this game on the old Xbox when I was a kid. And I paid for it a long time ago, but I never got the chance to beat it when I was a kid. And I got a chance to beat it nowadays. So I'm going to try to beat it as much as I can. And god, this gave me motion sickness. This is like me on my brain. Now, you guys know you guys know what this title is about, where it says I finally lost it. I lost my mind. And I always, what guys are thinking, oh no, he's just saying it for the title of the video. No, I literally lost my mind. You have to understand, guys, years of isolation can cause the mind to fucking lose it, so I lost it. Big time. Load save game. This, it turns out that, I made a video on Instagram I'm posting and it's still uploading. And, well, it turns out that it's pretty much about how I'm fed up with humanity fighting for it when they couldn't care less if I will live or die, so that part of me is gone forever. And I'm just like really tired of people complaining about their fucking life, you know, it's really annoying as shit. Because when you think about it, at least they have the privilege to walk out the front door without being interrogated for it. And when I think about it, they're fucking really ungrateful, selfish bastards, because at least they get to walk out the front door, and at least they actually get to live their life outside the house, you know, outside their own little home. I don't get that privilege, so to me they're ungrateful, selfish bastards, in my opinion. That's why I'm fed up with everybody. Alright. Yep. What?
All right, settle down
What do you
in
mean
here.
how I feel?
Big day tomorrow. I want to see each and every one of you
Oh man, I
run to
can't
my
hear you,
class.
hold on.
I'm the now, like.
What? How is YouTube? Hi.
Okay, quick eye exam before we start. Huh? Look over...
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a side challenge. Now look up for... Some of the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them flapping around loose.
All I know is this, I
But
can't
you
hear you,
keep
man, because
ranking
your
up,
voice
and
is
before
so
you
low,
know
it's like you're
it, you'll be-
underwater or
And then when
something.
do I become... Because I... Hey, where'd he go? That guy looks so familiar.
Yeah.
Hey, Raz! Hurry up! You don't want to be late for basic braining!
Woohoo! Basic braining is the best class ever! Woohoo!
Yep. People telling you what to do in life, how to live your life. What I think of school is just a complete waste of time. You learn the basics and then you get shoved down in the real world. You have to learn everything all by yourself. It's not fun. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a complete waste of fucking time.
I heard this one time a kid was late for basic grading and Coach Oleander held him upside down.
That's why I'm actually happy I quit school, because, or should I say, I got sent out of school. Because when you really think about it, it's just a waste of time. You know, you learn the basics: math, science, history, social studies, English, gym, which is, aka people, to me, it's really fucking pointless. And you get sent out to the real world where you have to show the whole world a piece of paper shows how smart you are. Which, to my opinion, hey look, it's fucking Logan. No, the thing about me is that dude, if you're not physically fit, who gives a fuck if you're physically fit, dude? Most people nowadays just sit on their ass and fucking follow paperwork, so what's the point about being physically fit? You know what my opinion about being physically fit is? Walking to school, or walking down the road, or walking to get your fucking sandwich or dinner out to get something to eat. That's called physically fit.
And I'm here to recruit you for the greatest job in the world. Being a Pyschonaut. It's about fighting a war for mental freedom. Are you ready to face torture, insanity?
This kid looks like Logan on the right,
This is your last chance to
if he was skinnier.
Oh, me, sir. I'd like to chicken out, please.
Too late, soldier.
But you said...
There's only one way out of here.
All I know is that to all you young people out there, my greatest, honestly, opinion is don't even go to school. It's pointless. You have to show a paper to show how smart you are, when really streetwise is the best way to learn, especially nowadays.
That's what I'm talking about.
Charge. Alright, options, sound, voices, FX.
Not dead. Get up.
Well, unfortunately, man, in my lifetime, I can't really do anything with my life, so I had to sleep, fuck my dick, and that's it. Why not? Freedom of speech, right? Oh, I have to, man. My boyfriend won't do it, so I gotta do it myself.
Relax. That's just a figment of my imagination. You can run right through figments. They open, so whenever you... Come on, get that figment. Be a figgy piggy. Hey,
What?
what are you staring at? We all have emotional baggage, kid. Why don't you make yourself...
Sorry, man, I can't hear what you're saying. It's like your mic is so goddamn low, my TV's lower than hell. Turns out he was mentally fucking retarded, but because he couldn't even spell his own name, but yet he was the world's smartest genius. And he even said, a piece of paper doesn't prove how smart I am. My words do. Yep.
Keep your eye...
I need the scheme of trunk tag for
You
this.
do though, he is fucking smart, that guy, because it's true. But the economy, dude, the economy, if you don't know what it means how our country, economically, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, meaning how people are living, the businesses, how the, how can I put this, how basically people pay, for instance, how jobs are going down, how people are living in their houses, the whole business about the country is going downwards. Everyone keeps saying, including me, it's like Rome crumbling. when it did back in the day. When you have street smart, you can survive like a fucking billionaire and live on middle-age income. But nowadays people are whisking their lives away like it's a no good nothing because they think a piece of paper from a school has people like, for instance, they say, oh yeah, you need a piece of paper to actually have a job. Meanwhile, most celebrities and most famous people to this day are more streetwise and they never even went to school, most of them. Ever. For an example, Chloe Grace Moretz, she is the girl who played Hit Girl in Kick-Ass 1 and 2. The girl was in purple. She was never in school, and look at her now. She's one of the most famous young actresses in history, yeah. She got over like 15 awards for Carrie, for Kick-Ass, for so many other famous films, and yet she never went to school. It's just a complete waste of time. And in my opinion, never went to school. You can look it up. I actually dare you to look it up, because I know I'm not bullshitting you. Yeah.
You hit that ladder hard, son. Show it who's boss. You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
Yep.
Watch out! Fire down below!
What about the girl who never went to school and she became a famous actress that got over like 17 Golden Globe Awards and Academy Awards? Yeah, pretty much. Simple. She was homeschooled. In school, when you're homeschooled, you pretty much, how can I put this? You never get to go to school. You get to wake up anytime you want. You don't have a piece of paper showing how smart you are, at all. Trust me, it is better homeschool because that means no bullying. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. And what? No fighting, nothing. And you get to hang out with your friends too, as much as you want, so. My opinion, bro, is that private schools they're okay, but they're very dangerous to my opinion. I know a lot of families who went there, and they said that they're allowed to beat the living shit out of you. Most kids who go, most people, like kids or teens who go there, they rape you, they can beat the fuck out of you, and no one cares because it's a private school. In other words, you stay in a dormitory. They don't, no one cares there. It's like prison. You either have allies or you have enemies. I mean, look at dude. They had true stories. Look at how many true stories based on school shootings and shit. And yet, no one seems to get the fucking picture of how school is dangerous. In my opinion, it's a complete waste of fucking time. It shouldn't even exist whatsoever. I mean, look at the there was a movie that recently came out about this guy who was in college and these stupid fucking fraternity things. All they did was fuck girls and get drunk. That's all they did. It was a complete waste of time. So what happened was this guy was getting tortured by the fraternity guys, and it went so bad that he had he actually took up like a machine gun and shot the entire school, killed over 175 people. You couldn't take it. Too much pressure, too much with torture. And I actually agree with Stryker. If people would make school a little bit more easier for people, then hey, maybe we should do what Stryker did, which is actually 100% true, and I actually agree with that 1,000%. People shouldn't have to learn what people teach them. They should learn what they want to be taught. They choose their career, not have it chosen for them.
Is your name Joey?
No,
Because I'm gonna call you Slowy Joey.
it's not my name.
What was that, Slowy? I
What?
can't hear ya. You're talking too slow.
Yeah, man, you'd be surprised. You know, even in military schools, they can beat the living shit out of you. Believe me when I tell you. Ever see Full Metal Jacket? That's not a military school, that's a boot camp for to train the Marines and the Army, but still, it's the same picture. They actually beat the living guy out with hard bars of soap, which is like getting hit with bricks. The guy lost his mind, shot the drill sergeant and killed him to death, and he killed himself. He blew his brains out.
Like a monkey.
But even no matter what people say, it's still gonna be the same. That's the way it is. Because people, humanity, everybody, they all listen to what people say. They're like, fucking, we're all animals. We listen to the higher power. Supposedly people who have money or suits on or everything, they think, oh yeah, it's okay, we can listen to them because they look like they're smart, when really they're corrupted. That's why I respect criminals, because they don't give a shit. They actually learn the truth. Just like me.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
What do you mean?
Plane's going down, soldier. Hit that door and Geronimo.
Hey, no one told me to pack a chute.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry, man. It's hard to hear you. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, look! It's Raz! Yay! Raz is here!
Well, honestly, bro, how can I put this? When I think of rape, bro, when I think of rape, I think of people who are just either too horny enough to get laid by doing it the right way, or people who crave on power and fear. Because think about it, why would they want to hurt somebody for their own gain? Think about that. I know about this because I went through it.
Man, these things smell terrible.
It's what? Technically, that's not true. There was a study on research from Hartford College, believe it or not, that actually men and women 50-50, it's all the same. Women rape men, and like anybody, men rape anybody as well. It's all half and half. It's not just men. Women do it too, but mostly it's men. Believe me. But the sad part is that most of the world today, they actually blame men for raping them when they really didn't.
True.
Because they either want 15 seconds of fame, they either want a lawsuit for more money, or they just want to get their own kind of attention and they feel like the victim. I know that for a fact. So, and it's not just women too, it's men. Men do it sometimes too. Look at Michael Jackson. That guy can get any fucking dude he wanted. I'm sorry, any guy, woman he wanted. He didn't have to work the rest of his life. He was that rich, that popular, that famous. And everyone knows that for a fact. So why would a little kid automatically blame him for something? Money. 15 seconds of fame. Look at the thing with Bill Cosby. Turns out that poor man got blamed 14 years later? Give me a fucking break. The girl waited 14 years later to say she was raped? Are you kidding me? I don't know. I actually forget, but I think he got away scot-free, and I hope he did, because I know that guy wouldn't do it. And even if he did, why would the girl wait 14 goddamn years later to finally come out with it? If it's that fucking traumatic, she wouldn't have to wait that long. It's a crock of bullshit. What? I think he probably did, but at the same time, it's like forgotten already because if the woman waited that goddamn long, she should have. It's her fault. And the thing with Michael Jackson, I love Michael Jackson. Don't get me wrong, but this is the way I figure it, dude. Is that I look at the what do you call it? The practical of this right here. It's not that I'm sticking up for him because I like him. I'm sticking up for him because it's honestly true. Because when you really think about it, the guy didn't have a work the rest of his life. He is the most richest man, famous man in the pop history, in music history. Why would he rape a kid? Why? Why would he risk his career for 30 seconds? It makes no sense.
They store away their shame. The enemy is not allowed any secrets.
It doesn't make any sense to me. There's only one thing, but there is only one thing that really gets on my nerves, though. Which is basically when, how can I put this? God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, I don't like this guy whatsoever, guys, because he hates my community, he's racist, and I don't like racist people. If you guys are racist, I don't like you. That's the way it's gonna be. No, Donald Trump. Well, no, because the reason being is that Donald Trump is racist, right? We all know it. But anybody who voted for him is automatically racist, right away, stereotypical right there, people saying that. I know a lot of friends who voted for him and they're not racist. They have so many, like, Mexican friends, black friends, and yet, right away, they're racist. That's what gets on my fucking nerves when people do that. But I don't like the guy, that's why I didn't vote for anybody this year. I didn't like Hillary, I didn't like Trump. The only thing that made me happy about, whatchamacallit, what Hillary Clinton did, which was actually a bad thing for her, is that she didn't even shake Donald Trump's hand when he got elected. And that showed her true colors right there. Big time. Because when you really think about it, everyone said, shame on you, Hillary, you couldn't even have the guts enough to be a good sport about it. And everyone saw her true colors right there. Everyone said, shame on you, what the fuck is wrong with you? But all I know is that, alright, all I know is that the society nowadays, man, we are like in our caveman days, because when you really think about it, all we do is follow orders from other people. And no matter what we say, like say, oh yeah, we're not gonna follow orders, we technically still do. Could be anything, or anybody, or parents, anybody. Dude, the only thing you can do is just deal with it. Trust me, I don't want to live either, but that's the problem. You have to.
There's too much hatred going on.
Well, people say you can change it, but I don't believe that.
You can't.
You can't, no. Because that's forcing people what they don't want to believe in, which other people think that's wrong. That's why I hate so many, like, things in life. For instance, I hate when people say, like, oh yeah, like when Nevin said, he didn't mean it, but he said that, oh yeah, my friend will pray for you. That really pissed me off, because I don't believe in religion whatsoever. I think it's a crock of bullshit. And I have so many reasons why. But people, and again, they believe what they want to believe. Because they say, like, oh yeah, I believe in him no matter what you will say. Even if there's proof right there that he never existed, I'm still not going to believe you. Because my priest told me that he's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a crock of bullshit. It all is. Oh yeah, 50 million billion fucking years ago, some guy who we never met supposedly created life. So even though we never met the guy, or even found proof he existed, we automatically believe it.
God is a woman.
God doesn't exist. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's so much proof that he doesn't exist. There's more proof that he doesn't exist than he does. You know what I'm saying?
At the end,
Hmm?
wait, what they be talking about?
There is more proof that scientists found out that he does not exist, showing that he never. For instance, they found more proof that he doesn't exist, showing that he did exist. In other words, he doesn't exist.
What about Jesus?
Never existed.
So who do?
No one knows.
Right there, boy. That's a mental cobweb.
For instance, that's like me saying, okay, does Peter Pan exist?
No.
But if people believe it, right? Let's say Peter Pan was religion. Would you believe it?
No.
Exactly.
I was laughing though.
That's my point I'm trying to make. It's all make believe. When I think of people with religion, it's so true. Stryker has a lot of good pointers about life, dude. He pretty much said that when you think about religion, it's people who just want to get away from the problems and just try to block it out with something else, and it's so true. Alright. Hang from the tightrope. It's just really funny though, because most people today force religion on other people, and that to me really gets my goddamn nerves. Every day Mormons come to my house, I'm like, look, don't you fucking understand English before I smack inside your fucking retarded head? I don't believe in your religion, get away from me. Oh, but Jesus exists. I'm like, no, he does not. You can believe it if you want to, but stop forcing other people to believe in something they don't want to believe in. Get the fuck away from me. It gotten so bad one day that I actually threatened to smash up their heads with a baseball bat. I couldn't take it. They're annoying. They're like the little fucking bugs that want to fucking swat and beat the shit out of them, because that's the only way they'll learn is pain. And I sure as hell hate Christian people. They're hypocritical. They're nothing more than fucking, I would say monsters, but I'm a monster, so that's off the books right there. They're more so, they're a fucking living curse. They're just bootleg copyrights off of every other religion. Oh yeah, we accept everybody for who they are. Then why'd you kick me out 3 years ago for being gay? Oh yeah, but that was the old church. I'm like, it's still the same church. You guys, it's still the same name, and it's a Christian church. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's like saying, dude, go suck a fucking cock. Oh yeah, but since I'm Christian doesn't mean I hate gay people. And then I'm about to say, like, well, technically you do, because when you really think about it, your religion hates gay people. You have this stupid saying, yeah. Most Christians despise gay people. They think they're evil. They think they're the devil, which to me is fucking preposterous. It's ridiculous. But this is my point of view. If God hates gay people, then why did he create us like that? Just think about that for a minute. If God really does exist, why did he make us like this? Why would he create us to be born this way?
I don't even know.
Well, it's not that hard. It's pretty simple.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're
Think about it. For instance, say that you were born blind. God hates you. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
That's like saying Christian people were saying, oh yeah, since you're blind, you're gonna go to hell for that. You see what I'm getting at now? If I respect any religion out there, because I do believe it's real, it's satanic, because they believe in free will.
It's game day, kid.
They really do. Because look at my point of view, the Ten Commandments. When you hear that word, what's the first word that comes to your mind?
What?
It's okay, man. The Ten Commandments. When you think about that word, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
Hey, my bowels move more than you do, Pokey.
Respect.
Slavery.
For real?
The Ten Command. If you do not, for instance, if you do not believe in God, you're going to go to hell. The Ten commanding people. The Ten Commandments.
Hey, kid.
Slavery.
I think I see a silver dollar out there in that rail.
Same thing as slavery.
Pick it up.
Well, think about it. It is pretty much slavery, because if you don't believe what he believes in, if you not believe in God, you're going to go to hell for it. That's slavery. Another example here. Ready for this? All of a sudden, Jesus cured blindness. Medicine back then that could have been lost forever. Think about that. You know? Supposedly, he actually walked through a wall, and he all of a sudden came alive, and Moses actually made the water open up. Wow, that's really funny. I've ever heard of maybe a couple of theories in my head, like technology. People said that how the pyramids were built. It sounds insane, but think about it. They have like hieroglyphics or something like that. I think that's what the carvings on the walls about It's basically about looks like different creatures, but it could have been people from time travel, because people say time travel exists, which I believe in a way. Another key point here. So if Moses made water move, was this fucking Harry Potter? Well, think about it. So Moses made the water move, like spreading open a woman's vagina, like this, like oh, they opened up the water. So automatically means that magic is real. But the hypocritical part is people who use magic are the evil. They're witches. They're evil. They're the demons.
The old rolling tunnel of crazy laws thing. I don't want but a heart.
And then people have this thing about near-death experience. Ever think about the brain? Because there was a scientific proof that the brain is still alive for about 3.5 minutes when you're dead, even when your heart stops beating, which could cause hallucinations when the blood rushes to the brain. Like vivid imagination. That's why people's logic is really backwards. And I'm not saying for people to believe in the devil and shit, but I'm just saying people should learn the correct way of the scientific proof that God never existed. Jesus never existed. It's just a bunch of horseshit for people, for it to be under control by people. For instance, have you ever noticed, Nez, that religion was actually caused by wars? Yeah, think about it. The Crusader days, with the Holy Grail. Over millions and billions of innocent people died because people said that, like, God is coming, and other people said he doesn't exist. What happens? Big war. People die over it. Religion causes war. Religion causes hate crimes. You know how I know that?
Wow. Yeah.
One thing about history is it never seems to die. Because when you think about it, that the sickening group, the KKK, they believe that all white people are God. That Jesus was white. Which, in my opinion, Jesus never existed. Another thing. Let's see here. Supposedly Jesus was nailed on the cross, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they have proof of that? Did they have the actual recordings and the footage of that?
No.
Exactly. What do they have the proof of? A Bible, a book that could have been written by anyone at any time period who was either drunk, because they did have a lot of alcohol and wine back then.
Yeah.
They could have had drugs back then that no one known about. Not to mention it was back in the gladiator days when wine was pretty much like was like drug addiction back then.
People say, oh,
Oh yeah, I'm sure. That's why people make water into wine every single day from potatoes. You know, potatoes are made out of wine. It's pretty simple. Back then they used to do it all the fucking time, because how they make wine? In the gladiator days. The Roman days, when Jesus was back then. So think about it.
Hold it right there, son. Just what the Sam Hill do you think you're doing in there?
I was just looking for a way out.
As I said before, religion is a crock of bullshit.
Get to the end, so
Always will be.
dang, I didn't think you'd get to the end at all.
And here's a big fine point about religion. Nostradamus, who was actually Catholic, right, believed that the world would end in 2012. What happened? Nothing. But they said that he predicted the World Trade Center. My opinion, lucky guess. But why would the world end in 2012 when it never ended?
But I'm always glad to see a soldier come back from the field alive. Now, excuse me, I gotta go back in. Lessons sick.
And then I'll never forget the day I went to church one day. This one girl said, "Oh, you love God too?" I'm like, "No, I was forced to by my dad because I was only 13 at the time." He's like, "Why don't you believe in God? You need God in your life." I'm like, "You need to suck my damn dick." Because, have you met God? No. Have you talked to God? No. When you pray, what happens? Nothing, but my time will come sooner or later. I'm like, do you see the logic I'm trying to tell you here?
What's that here, boy? You want a piece of me?
Hey, Brainiac, settle down.
Why? You worried I'm gonna hurt your boyfriend?
The blue guy on the left looks like Stryker.
Because Sasha 9 is standing right behind you.
Your performance, young cadet.
All I know is that basically, religion is a bunch of bullshit, and when you think about it, they have hate crimes, racism, prejudice. Let me look at my point example. People believe, for instance, if you believed in a priest, right? Think about this. You love your priest, you believe anything he says. Gay people, he says, I'm a priest, gay people are the devil. You automatically believe it, become hate crimes.
And then you guys hide. Everybody got it?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus.
Plus, nothing in the Bible states that gay people are going to hell and it is a sin.
Start counting, and then
Great.
you go.
Another point example here. People believe lust is a sin when really it's not. That's me. I'm one of the 7 deadly sins. Wrath. Being angry. That's a sin. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, let me look it up. I only know the few of them, but I can look it up for you. All I know is, guys, is that there's one that really gets me. Pride. If you're proud about who you are, you're going to hell for it. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes us wonder. As I said, slavery. That's what the 10 Commandments are. Slavery. If you don't believe what we believe in, you're gonna go to hell for it. Makes you wonder, right? How stupid God is now.
So if you freaking be proud and proud of yourself, you're gonna go there.
Yeah, pride. That's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
On sale now in the main store, we have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me? Dream Fluffs. They're good for you.
I'm looking at it right now, the 7 deadly sins.
Mental health.
Huh?
Okay. I should try to be proud of yourself.
Well, unfortunately, you can't. Because if you guys believe in God, you're gonna go to hell for it. Which, by the way, doesn't exist. Alright, let's see here. 7 deadly sins. Which are... Whoops, hit the wrong button. My bad. Hold on, guys. Alright, here you go. And you guys can look it up on Google, just type in 7 deadly sins, but this is the ones right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, lust. Lust means about sex. Like if you have sex too much, you're gonna go to hell for it. Which to my opinion is a bunch of bullshit, because sex is actually part of the human nature. Gluttony is pretty much if you eat too much, you're gonna go to hell. If you eat junk food and if you eat nothing but bad food like junk food, potato chips, ice cream, and you keep eating it and you get fat from that, you're gonna go to hell for it. Greed, money, power. That's supposed to get a sin now. Sloth, if you're lazy, if you sleep too much, or you don't do anything with your life, you're gonna go to hell for it. Wrath, aka being angry. The entire world is angry. Even animals are angry. I guess they're going to go to hell for that too. Envy. If you're jealous of anybody, let's say if Nez against jealous. Sorry, if I'm jealous with Nez, right? That's definitely pride. If you're proud about something, say if you're proud that you finally got honor roll, or you're proud that you actually love supposedly God, you still go to hell for it. Now this is where I'm getting angry now. Figure wrath, right? I'm getting really mad because people still believe in God. Oh, but that's just a part of. That is not real. That's funny because in the Bible it says the 7 deadly sins of every Bible and every religion, so you can't go wrong on that one. Well, that means you're gonna go to hell for it. So either way, you're fucking screwed. Now, I'm going to have the meanings up here, right? Envy, the desire to have an item or experience that someone else possesses, aka jealousy. Greed, an excessive pursuit of material possessions. In other words, you're greedy. Lust, an uncontrollable passion for or longing, especially for sexual desires, aka when people call a slut, whore, hoe, all that shit. That means you're automatically going to go to hell for that, for being sexually active. Pride, excessive view on one point's self without regard to others. In other words, I'm proud for it. You don't like it, too bad. Is that really fucked up? You can't be who you are and be proud of yourself. Sloth, excessive laziness or the failure to act and utilize one's talents. So in other words, if you just don't do nothing with your life, or say if you're crippled and you can't walk, you're gonna go to hell for that too. Yeah, because think about it, you can't walk. That means you're lazy automatically. Think about that. You miss out your fall. Wrath, uncontrollable feelings of anger and hate towards another person. You can't feel angry. That means you have to be a sissy the rest of your life. Makes you wonder now, doesn't it? No, honestly, I think you should. And tell him I told you. I'm not ashamed of it whatsoever. See right there, pride. You're still gonna go to hell for that. In other words, no matter what you guys do, like the one you praise the Lord, you keep praising about, right away there, pride. You praise him, you're proud of him. You're going to go to hell for that. That's one of the 7 deadly sins. So either way is, your God is a fucking hypocrite. So keep praising him.
No.
Wow.
I got an error. I got an error in my game. Son of a bitch. I'm actually feeling a lot better now that I'm actually venting to the world. Wow, that feels a lot better now in me. No, you can't change your